Everybody, back again, and this time I think it might be the highest VOD that we have reviewed so far. It's a Master 3 Ana Moira VOD review from Joel. Let's go into key moment number 1. The Genji not dying here was unfortunate, but I'm at loss as to what I could have done to better help in this team fight. Where were my abilities usages off at 222 to 245? Okay, so TLDR, what happened in the team fight? Maybe some cooldown management. 222 to 245. 3v5, fight is lost. Let's watch now. Nice, taking the mini.
Much better. You're powered up. Get in there.
This is an ego VOD. I'm calling it. This is an ego VOD. Have you seen that sleep dog?
That must sting.
God damn it.
Time for the reckoning. It's go time.
Ooh. Okay. So, let's go step by step. This is a Master 3, so already getting into the intricacies, into the small, very small things. First things first. You want to take the fight. You shouldn't be the one that forces the fight here early. You want to let your tank to force the fight in Overwatch 2, so that's your DPS to go in. And you want to take the fight when the payload is about to be capped. Going this early with an aggressive nade is just a long cooldown when your team is not even there. What should have happened from a teamfight point of view, from a positioning point of view, and ability usage is the abilities should have started being thrown in sometime around here. Why? Because now you have follow-up to your abilities. You have follow-up to your nade on whoever you throw because Sojourn's back, and your Symmetra is in as well. If this would have been a professional setup, then the fight would have happened when the payload would reach over here. This is a second or two of extra time that you could have bought. So, I would like to use... You have two options with your abilities. You either use abilities before the fight happens to try to go for a pick, but only do that if you're 99% sure, 99 or 90% sure that you're gonna get a kill. If you throw your abilities just for the sake of throwing the abilities, because maybe they're going to get a kill or it's gonna happen, then you're probably gonna lose the fight. Because over here, for example, and by the way, I just want to say, I'm gonna be more direct in Masters and in Grandmaster VODs. It's not that I'm being like backseating Barry and stuff. It's just that I feel like at this level, you're gonna understand what I mean, and you're gonna understand that I'm not like, oh my god, you bad or whatever. So I'm not saying this. I'm just saying the consequences of your actions. So wait until the last possible second to do stuff. If you want to do stuff before that last possible second, then make sure that you're gonna capitalize on it. So what would happen if you would be Overwatch League player playing in a rank right now? I love the fact that you wait, that you dodge, and that you take the mini. I love that. But now, when you see the enemies over here, you want to throw the nade. Okay, you throw the nade. If you want to throw it at Orisa, at Junker Queen, I mean, that's perfect. But this has the following consequences. Step number 1, part number 1. You expect that your teammates are going to focus Queen and melt her down, which would be a good idea if you would have waited maybe a little bit more for Sojourn to be back into the fight to capitalize on the nade. Because Symmetra and Orisa both focusing Queen at the same time when she can disengage might not happen. Secondly, I feel like if you want to do this nade, I don't know if you want to do it on Ana or not, you could have won the fight if you would have thrown it at Ana. This is when you can take matters into your own hands. If you anti a tank, you do it for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, to make the enemy tank back off. Reason number 2, for your teammates to kill the enemy tank. In this case, yes, she backs off. But who cares? Your team is down a couple. You know, like, who cares over here? So if she gets away, so what? They can still push the point, right? If you wanted to go for Ana, then that would have been perfect. That's a small mechanical error. Throw the nade, shoot her. But here's the big issue, though. You took the mini health back, and even if you go for the kill onto Diana, which this is a very hard angle, by the way. For example, for me, after playing Ana for 4,000 hours, I wouldn't go for this. I would not go for this. I would go for a shot or 2 onto Diana and save my abilities. And usually I do this, especially if I'm playing against flankers. If I'm playing against Genji, if I'm playing against Tracer, if I'm playing against anybody. Because the second you use your abilities is the second something goes into those heroes' brains. They hear the nade, look at Genji. Let's watch his point of view a little bit before. Okay, shoot Yorisa, Ana's there. Ana's there. See where he's poking from? Look where he's... Okay, there's that, boom. That's it. Doesn't care. Absolutely doesn't care. Just dashes to you with no consequences. Imagine if you'd have had nade here. Imagine if you'd have had nade here. Here's the nade, boom, goes instantly. Oh wait, she used nade. All good. Nobody's close to her. Go. And now this is good. I love the nano. I love the position that they're trying to get a little bit of the high ground. Would have been really good. Now, how I would have approached this fight is the following, because this might help out a little bit more. Step number 1, wait until the last possible second to do things, okay? No panic, no nothing. Wait and see the bird's eye view of what's about to happen. So we have to take the fight before this happens, before they cap the point. So I'm waiting. I take the TNT. I take the mini. So far, so good. Now, if Orisa wants to drop, if Orisa wants to go in, then I can nano her before she drops. But I can just play from this angle, from over here, and pressure them a little bit more. Wait for my team to be back. Let's look the entire fight if you would play from here. Even if you throw the nade aggressively. Even if you throw the nade aggressively over here. Then the Genji, if he wants to go for you, you will have Kiriko right behind you, Sojourn will be close, and you can just run to your team and rotate to the other side. Rather than going over here and taking the fight. You sleeping the Genji was top tier though. You sleeping the Genji was top tier. But maybe this fight would have happened in the following way. Kiriko would have not TP'd to you, she could have just healed you, she would have not used Suzu because you would have backed out over here. So that's, what, 2 abilities? Sleep Dart and Suzu and TP. Not used. Which could have went into the fight over here. Could have went onto Sojourn over here. And maybe that would have made a difference. It's so weird that in Overwatch 2, the more you play the game, the more you realize that these very small intricacies that are usually dictated by less than 2-meter distance of where you should be playing from, and 1 or 2 seconds of ability usage is the thing that makes or breaks a team fight. Literally. You could have stayed over here, left side, or you could have saved your abilities. Your goal as a support in the ranked, I feel like, is try to do as much as you can with as little abilities as possible. Okay, somebody said something about the Genji not taking damage from the sleep dart. So let's watch this again.
Much better. You're powered up. Get in there.
Oh, and another thing. Orisa is close to ultimate. Here, debatably, I would have probably narrowed Symmetra. Why? Because Symmetra is close to Junker Queen, and if Symmetra gets charged up, then she's absolutely gonna melt everybody. If Orisa is like full HP, I would probably not nano her. Usually, if I have to pick between a DPS or a tank, the DPS not having ultimate and the tank not having ultimate, or both of them getting close to ult, I would pick the tank. But playing with a Symmetra, I think it's a very underrated nano. If she's in range. Mechanics are sick though. He woke up and then deflected. What are you talking about? And then over here, the second nade. Joel, you might be an overachiever. Okay, hear me out. You did enough. Congratulations. Congrats, you did enough. Okay, but somebody go and give Joel a hug. Give him a hug, a pat on the back. You did enough. Enough, that's it. That's it. All you had to do is survive against the Genji, force him back, and make sure nobody dies until you regroup. You threw the nano, you got value out of the sleep dart, all good, that's it. Relax. 1 heal, that's it. You see Kiriko healing, that's it. Chill. You did enough. You did enough. That's it. That's all you gotta do right now. You did the same thing that Ana did. You wanted to turn around and carry, you played this aggressively. Who put the statue there? I forgot how I wanted to phrase this. As a tip though, if I have to pick between Ana and Kiriko, I would go for the nade on Ana over here because Kiriko might not be having her Suzu. If I nade the Kiriko, then she has two ways of cleansing it. She can use her Sis Step or she can use her nade. If I just want to scare the Kiriko, sure. But over here, what you want to go is you want to go for kill potential. Okay, you want to go for kill potential. And here's another tip for kill potential in this case. In this specific fight, okay? Specific fight. If I have to pressure the supports or the squishies, here's one thing. Yes, you might land the nade onto the backline, but I recently value nading the DPSs more because I feel like it's super hard to kill the supports in the back because the DPSs want to go in and the supports have a lot of escape maneuvers right now. Survivability is the name of the game in the support meta currently with Ana, with Kiko, with Mercy, with Lucio. So actually punishing the DPSs with your abilities might be a little bit better. Imagine if you would have naded the Genji here, right? Or even the Ashe here. What would this result in is Kiriko would have to TP and Suzu, or would have to throw the Suzu to cleanse it. Rather than you just throw in the back, Kiriko looks, splashes it. You have to make it uncomfortable for the enemies. This is over. You can't do anything. So again, we're staying a lot in this key moment, but I feel like this has to be said yet again. So, wait until the last possible second to do an action. Why? Because the enemies might panic and might do their actions before they have to. The Genji might go for you, even though he doesn't have to go for you, while you have your abilities, and you're gonna be a Giga Chat and win. Wait until the last possible second to do stuff. Secondly, bait them in. Especially if you're playing Ana, you have to bait them in. Yes, you play aggressive, but bait them in. Thirdly, understand that sometimes doing 50%, both you and the enemy Ana, both of you doing 50% is the most that you can possibly do in that situation. It's not your job to carry every team fight. It is your job to try and stay as much as you possibly can alive. I know that this is ranked, but the second nade was not necessary. Thirdly, try to punish DPSs a little bit more than supports, I would say, especially if they're playing with DPSs that are not strong right now in the meta, such as Genji. If he dashes in or if he goes for plays like that, he should die instantly. And honestly, I'm impressed so far. This is good. This is good. You just gotta... You know how it is? It's like you play chess, you know what's gonna happen? You don't know, you don't show the enemies that you know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? From 13-10 until 14. I didn't nano my Genji because we were already investing so many ults. This has been a pattern this game, and I thought we'll get another fight. Instead, I nanoed the frontlining Sim a bit later since we weren't winning the fight. Was that a right decision? Could I have done something fundamentally better? 13-10. Let's watch this. 13-10 until 14. Okay, let's watch the fight. Okay, I see 5 ults. Let's see what happens.
Constructing my ultimate is ready. Get in there and I will boost you.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Okay, I didn't want nano Genji.
Enough whining. You're fine. You're all done. Get in there. Close your eyes.
Dude, the shots though, the shots. I've been seeing this pattern in ranked a lot, by the way. So what I'm saying is ult economy doesn't matter that much, and everybody's just gonna smash Q. If I'd be you, I would have done the exact same thing. I would have not pressed Q on the Genji. But I realize that sometimes that might actually be a mistake in rank, that is. So this is debatable. This just depends on the day, bro. You didn't do a mistake here. The mistake was obviously from a macro point of view. The mistake is, Mr. Streamer, you have 5 ultimates, you have 2 team fights, you should use maximum of 3 ultimates in one fight, and then Nano Blaze in the last fight. Ah, yes, indeed. Well, no shit. That's what should happen. But Winston goes in, Symmetra walls, bum, 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 and you're patient. You're waiting. Nanoing Winston. No. Nano Blade. No, I'm not gonna go into nanoing Winston. You could, chat, I'm not gonna... Don't complicate it. Okay? Don't complicate it. What should have happened is the following. Winston jumps in first, then he uses Sprammel to boop them down. Once he boops them down, then Kiriko TPs and focuses, so Winston can follow up with another jump and play with a cooldown reset on that. And then afterwards, maybe Simul towards the end, and then maybe Nano Blade. There's too many things. This is a gang, dude. You want to keep it nice and simple. Nano Blade is a clear condition in this case. You not nanoing here, understandable. Good decision making. I would have done the same. Some days you nano this to make sure that you win the team fight, sometimes you don't. This wasn't the mistake. What is the mistake though is afterwards. A little bit of panicking here. I really recommend that you detach from feeling judged from others. Because I know how you felt here. I know that you probably felt a little bit upsetty that you didn't nano Genji and that you didn't win the team fight and you were doubting your decision making here. Okay? I feel the same as well. Stop looking into my soul. I can see what happened, dude. I can understand this. You went like, I'm not gonna nano because we used a lot of ultimates. We're gonna win the fight. We're not winning the fight. I should have nanoed. You know what I mean? No, you should have not bladed. He should have not done that. He should have dashed. He should have waited. He should have reacted the same way that you reacted. He should have done something else. It's not on you. You know how it is, dude? This is something that has been embodied in support mentality for a very long time. You're not responsible for other people's mistakes if you're playing support. You're not a janitor trying to clean up for their mistakes nonstop. You can do your own decisions independently of what the others are doing. If your teammates are casting these ultimates and stuff, it's not on you, it's on them. So over here, what you can do though, it's kind of like you're on the Titanic and stuff, or I don't know, you're on a ship, something bad happens, you're in the water and you go like, oh, I should have done that. Oh. No, you don't have time to do that, you're gonna be dead soon. Work with what you have. What happened, happened. You can smack each other afterwards if you want to fight. What happened, happened. That's it. No reason to panic sleep. No reason to walk in front. What happened, happened. Nading Orisa, again, as I said, nading a tank. You want to nade the tank to make the tank back away. Or in a neutral fight. Or to make your allies focus the tank. In this case, it's only you and Genji. This is not enough damage against the full HP Orisa. I like the positioning though. Sim is close. Imagine the nade landing now. Imagine the nade landing now and you nanoing Sim. Right now.
You're fine.
Dedge. Absolute dedge. But I want to talk about this. You did a mistake and that's okay. It's okay. Nobody... Kiriko died. You can still win though. You can still win. Chill. You're thinking about nanoing. Genji goes deep. Not on you. You walk in front. You nano. And now you back out. That's it. You nano. You back out. You play around walls. How can I say this? Value yourself more before you value your teammates. You're not playing in Overwatch League, okay? You're not playing with a team. Value your life a little bit more. Like over here, you felt the compulsion of like covering the mistakes and stuff, which resulted in you being pulled in Orisa's ultimate and being the front line, being the tank. You got lucky with a Winston bubble though, and the enemy is not focusing you down and stuff. But look at this is where every Ana has played from. This is where every Ana has played from. Literally from that position in front of everybody. You back out there and the Reaper comes for you and you're Didge. No? Where? Give me a second. Nano.
Get in there.
Run. This is a wall. Your nade is up in 1 second. Kiriko just respawned. She's gonna be back probably if you kite back. And you're gonna have Sleep Dart available in 4 seconds. Reaper goes for your ditch. Nano, run. You have nade. You're gonna get slowed a bit. Reaper has to push all. Let's observe the fight. She gets pulled. Reaper shoots you. You wait a bit. You bait. You nade. He's low anyway, because he's getting zapped by Sim. Dodge. Absolute dodge. Good sleep dart, good abilities, good everything. I would say that. Dude, your mechanics are so good. I want to watch the first part. Okay, this was it. Is there something else here? I've been kind of stuck in Master 2 to 4 in Overwatch 2 no matter if I play Ana, Keiko, Moira, so there must be some relatively big things consistently going wrong. What are the biggest things you see? Okay, this is what Joel said here. So again, I've been stuck in Master 2 to 4 in Overwatch 2 no matter if I play Ana, Keiko, Moira, so there must be some relatively big things I'm consistently doing wrong. What are the biggest things you see? So what I would say so far is it's not your gameplay. It's not your gameplay. I feel like you gotta trust yourself a little bit more. You gotta stop doubting yourself.
Ready for battle.
Let's watch the first fight.
Coming in. Good kitty.
Have you heard the reports?
Let's watch this.
Vigilante has been running rampant in Cairo.
Well, let's hope they're swiftly dealt with.
Watch the first fight. I feel like the fights are starting off well, but then an action happens and you let yourself influence by that action.
One.
I'm gonna tell you a secret tip. Most of the time your teammates don't care.
That must sting.
Like some Moira gameplay too. I prefer watching the Ana one right now.
I'll keep you up.
Let's continue with the Ana one. I feel like with Moira, this is more about ability usage and stuff. Looking for opportunities. Understandable sleep dart. Waiting a little bit. Fishing in the Genji. Okay, nade. Okay, what's happening is the following. Yes, you're playing Ana, but you can make yourself juicier to the enemies. They're playing with Ashe and Mercy from a distance, to be fair. Your Kiriko is pocketing the other two. Your Risa's over there. You're doing a lot of pressure, but what I would do from time to time is I would show my booty. I'd be like, I'm here. Shoot me. And then go back to my team. Even if I'm not doing anything other than just showing my booty to them. I'll be honest with you. Take their attention. Because that might result in the Ashe looking at you for a second. Kiriko looking at you for a second. Maybe even a calm. Ana's dig. Maybe a ping. Oh, this is ballsy. Hey, when you're looking at the enemies, you don't care, dude. You just don't care. Nice, nice, nice. Nade. Ooh! Ooh!
My mistake.
It's okay. It's okay. That was an odd angle. Okay, let's see. Orisa died here. Look, an action happening. Let's observe. There was a sleep dart. Orisa's down below. Sick sleep! Amazing! Oh, let's focus Genji. He's deflecting. I'm gonna throw the nade. I threw the nade. The nade got deflected in the back. I gotta reload, although let's look at my bullets. Sleep dart. 8 bullets. That's half a clip almost. On scope, shot, nade thrown in. 7 bullets.
My mistake.
Oh, it got deflected. I'm reloading. Oh no. Sojourn saw this. Kiriko saw this as well. Orisa dead. See what I mean? Like literally, you were unfazed. You were a Giga Chat unfazed. And then something happens where you feel like your teammates might care about what happened. And then that's it, and then it's over, and then you're trying to compensate by looking for a play. I've seen this with so many players, dude. Like, I don't know why. I think it's a trend in all gaming. Like, you're like, oh my god. Oh. Wait, people saw that I did a mistake. I have to overcompensate. That's literally your gameplay guy now. Dude, trust yourself more. Don't trust yourself more. How is this? Don't care about your Pepega teammates. Don't care about them.
You're powered up. Get in.
You think they're playing perfect? They're in the same rating that you are in.
Might.
They're in the same rating. You want to watch them play?
Covering you.
Relax. And if they talk back or they talk shit to you, you have two options. You can either be like unfazed or you can be like, fuck off, mute, that's it. You don't have to be friends with everybody. You don't have to like everybody. You know, you don't have to get along with everybody. You're in the same game, in the same thing. It's like, I don't know, you're on a ship, I get it, it's sinking. And I don't know, you don't get along with the dude on the left side because he said something about, I don't know, my head. Okay, fine, but we still gotta live. I still gotta support you for a little bit.
Behind you.
Look at that! Okay, this was... I don't know if this is like overcompensation of what happened earlier, but just saying, I know that you know this. I know that you know this. If they haven't used Bob or Blade for some time, then saving Sleep Dart for those is the way to go. Especially against these two heroes. Because if you throw the Sleep Dart, then Ash will Bob. I don't know if this was influenced by you not ult-tracking because of your previous mistakes, or if this was done because of your... because you didn't realize that she had Bob yet. But she didn't use ultimate for like 3 minutes, so she should have her gold. So the second you throw the Sleep Dart is the second they're gonna Bob. Didn't track ultimates at all there. Boom. I don't know if this was influenced, but what were you thinking before? Your biggest enemy is yourself. It's yourself, dude. Okay?
Behind you.
You didn't ult track. Again, I don't know why this happened. Dude, I don't care what. Look at this. Nice dodges. Okay, that happened. Dude. Let's go in Olaf review. Let's go in Olaf review. So, I don't care what you think about yourself in game, but you're playing super good. Honestly, you're playing super well. And I feel like a lot of players start doubting themselves. The secret is to either think that you're the best, which is delusional. Oh, and unfortunately, a lot of players do that. They think that they're the best, but eventually their ego will be bent. Or to just accept the fact that you're human and that you will do mistakes. And I will sound like Rocky Balboa, but do not let the mistakes define you. It's not about how... You know what I mean? It happens. I feel like, for me, especially as a player, being unfazed after I do mistakes is one of my strengths. Like, okay, so what can you do? You cannot unwind time. That happens. But I'll give you a trick though, Joel, okay? I think that your positioning is actually pretty good. Yes, you can bait them in a little bit more. I think that you can bait them in a little bit more. I'm going to put positioning at 2. Your positioning is good. Your cooldown management, I'm going to put cooldown management. I know that you know what to do to the cooldowns. I'm going to put it at 10. I think that your decision making could... you could work on your decision making a little bit more, obviously. But this has to do more with your mental when you play. Try to detach. I would really recommend muting everybody, not joining voice chat, muting everybody. And if you're doing well, slowly but surely go in. It happens. Everybody does mistakes. I guarantee that if you check your teammates, how they play, you'll be like, why are they in this rating with me? Okay? Everybody has good games. Everybody has bad games. Overwatch is a game in which it's dictated by the team that does... the least amount of mistakes at the right times. You can do 100 mistakes in Overwatch and the enemy team can do one big mistake and then it's over, if it's at the right time. Mistakes happen. It's impossible to play perfect. The game is too fast. There are too many variables. There are 10 heroes. All maps, positioning, payload moving. So many things are happening. It's okay. I would recommend though, and with this, okay, so I have 2 recommendations. So first things first with decision making and your aim. Boom. So this is how it looks, okay? So I think that you should work on your aim. Yes, your aim and your decision making. Now, why I say this? 1, having better aim will result in more confidence. I bet you feel amazing when you hit some shots. You get a dopamine rush and you compliment yourself deep down. You go like, oh shit, I'm good. You know what I mean? Actually, spending 5, 10, 15 minutes before playing would be way better than playing a ranked game. I know that probably your game time is limited, but I would recommend maybe spending some time doing some aim training. Put some of your favorite music on and then just go in any workshop mode for 15 minutes or play aim lab for a bit, and you will do more things. Trust me, you will do more things. Even if your aim is already, so don't understand me wrong, I think that your playstyle, your aim and stuff is already in top 1 or 2% of Overwatch supports, but right now it's all about like climbing the numbers slowly but surely. This is really good. This is really good. So aim. Do some aim training before. Secondly, and this will be a very practical one. Give yourself 5 mistakes per game. I'm not talking about mistakes like you miss a shot. I'm talking about big mistakes. Like, and this is where your decision making comes in. You think about, let's say that you missed the nade on Genji deflect, and that's a big mistake. Okay, that's one. I can do 4 more mistakes. I can do 4 more. That's it. I didn't have sleep after. That's 2. 3 more mistakes. That's it. 5 mistakes. 5 mistakes. If that's too much, then make it 7 mistakes. And you're gonna see with games that you did 6 mistakes, 3 mistakes, 2 mistakes. This has helped me tremendously, especially with deaths. If you have like an issue that influences your gameplay, then you cannot. I can't tell you, dude, just die less, just die 0 times, or just do 0 mistakes. Duh! No. Set a quantity and do it. This is more achievable. Okay? It's more achievable. So if you do 5 mistakes, then it's up to you with what system you want to come up with. You can punish yourself by not playing ranked. You cannot give a fuck and then keep on playing. You can lower the amount of mistakes for the next game to make it harder. But it's all about you and how you work with the reward system and stuff. Okay? So give yourself 5 mistakes, and then if you do more, then maybe next game 3 mistakes. And then if you fail that time, then maybe stop playing for the day. Okay? And if you do like 5 mistakes, you're gonna see that you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good about yourself. Honestly. 3, this is... Let's just do this one actually, because we're not gonna get into... This is also really forehead, but don't let yourself feel judged by your teammates and stuff. It's more complicated than that. It's a game. It's more complicated than that. What I would recommend is initially, if not playing with friends, mute chat, and then if you feel like you're doing okay, unmute them. Okay? Think that you're playing with AI. And fourth one, best one that I can tell you right now is don't overdo. I don't think that's how you type overdo, but don't overdo your job. Wait as much as you can with your abilities, because if you wait as much as you can, then the enemies will take the punch and you'll punish them. And secondly, be juicy. Be juicy as in show your ass to the enemies, take their attention, make them go for you, even though you have no intention in actually spending the night with them. Okay, I hope this helped you out, and I hope that you're gonna get to Grandmaster, Joel, honestly. You have what it takes. It's just you. It's just you right now. You're your own enemy. Maybe even... And here's another one, and I'm not joking. I don't know if you're playing Overwatch with music on, but sometimes making it seem like it's less pressure is better. So maybe play with music on. Honestly, that might actually chill you. That might actually chill you a little bit. You have kind of skilled, dude. You kind of skilled. So keep it up and get that Grandmaster. You got what it takes. Can I get some claps in the chat for Joel? And let us post it. Keep us posted in the comments section. mL7 plays if you liked it. If you climbed or not after the vote I give you. Keep it up. Clap, clap, clap.